Hey everyone, welcome back to HatCamBass. Today is August 21st, 2017. We're out here doing some pond fishing on this day of the solar eclipse. Here in North Texas, we are unfortunately not in the path of totality, as they call it. We have a partial solar eclipse. It's like 75% coverage. So I wanted to come out and see how the fishing would be. Take a look at the pond here. As you can see by that fishing pier and that trash can right over there, it's way up. So it's going to be a little interesting today, figuring out what to do. This particular pond floods very easily, but we've had so much rain this summer. You know, in the 30+ years I've lived here, I've never seen this much rain in the summer, especially for August. August, you just never see any rain at all, and we've just had so much rain. So I have my mystery tackle box baits that we're going to be using today. This is the Snatch 7X from 6 Cents Baits. It's a lipless crankbait with a kind of a crawfish pattern. So we'll be trying that out first. I'm going to head over to the dam and see if we can figure something out here. As you can see, this is normally where the walkway goes, and you can walk out to that pier there. So got one right at the bank. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Get me wrapped up. There we go. All right. Fish number one, and it's a nice one. There he is. It's a nice, almost 3-pounder. That's the 6 Cents Snatch 7X. I was really hoping that burning it around this submerged brush would be the trick, and he was right there, not more than a few feet off the bank there. So all right, fish number one's on the board. Let me show you what else we have in my latest mystery tackle box. This is the Pro Edition. So you saw the lipless crank from 6 Cents. It's the Snatch 7X. We also have a swim jig from HatCamBass Outdoors. It's white, blue with some chartreuse. I've got a white pack-a-chunk that I'm going to put on the back of it when we try that. We also have some soft plastics from Strike King. This is the KVD baby rodent, so it's kind of a craw style bait that we can Texas rig, and I'll probably throw it around whatever cover I can find. It's kind of a smaller profile bait, watermelon with some blue mixed in. All right, more soft plastics. This is called the Reckon Craw, another craw style bait. This is more of a trailer style bait, but we could rig this up Texas rig as well, or it says shaky head, so they probably gave us some shaky heads. Yes, they did. This is from Catch Company. That's the MTB company. Also have a topwater from Boyd Duckett. Not going to work today, I don't think. It's in the middle of the day, so probably not going to be able to use that today. And then we also have a standard spoon from Nichols Lure. This is actually going to be a pretty good choice for this time of the year. So we'll give that a shot too. And there we go. So our spoon, swim jig, topwater, 2 packs of craw style baits, shaky heads, and then of course our lipless crankbait from 6 Cents. So I'm going to keep giving this lipless crankbait a shot. since it worked so quickly for us, and see if we can't get another fish that might be hanging around this newly flooded vegetation. So let's get back at it. So you can see these bushes here that's now in the water, but this is the original, where those bushes are is the original shoreline. So right now I'm targeting, in particular, all that flooded vegetation there. It's a great place to be fishing when the water comes up. There's all that growth, and those bass will move up in there because bait fish love to get in there. I'm looking right in front of me here, and I can see a lot of bait fish. So bass won't be far behind in those situations. Got a couple of helicopters circling over me. I think I'm guessing they're giving some kind of a tour of the solar eclipse. Not exactly sure what they're going to be able to see that I can't see, but by the way, one thing about a solar eclipse that people may not realize, of course you're supposed to wear protective eyewear. It can damage your eyes if you look into the sun, but the sun doesn't become more intense just because of the solar eclipse. The sun is the sun no matter what day or what's happening. It's not going to be any more or less intense. But the problem is, during the solar eclipse, people have a reason to actually stare at the sun, so that's why they make a big deal about it. But contrary to popular belief, it's not any more dangerous to look at the sun now than it is in any other time. So I know for a MTB slam attempt, we should be switching baits after that first fish, but I want to catch some fish, so I want to catch more fish. And I think this is the way to do it. Of course, that swim jig is going to work well too, I think, in the same way that this would. But if you've watched my channel before, you know I'm all about lipless crankbaits and burning them through grass. One of my favorite ways to fish. All right, no other luck on the lipless crankbait, so we're going to switch it up. We're going to try the Nichols lure spoon. Just real quick, I'm going to throw it around this deeper water here. I'm probably going to have to swim it back because there's just so much stuff on the bottom of these kind of old ponds. All right, just working this spoon right now. It's 1:15 p.m. Central right now, and I think the full effect of the partial solar eclipse is supposed to happen here at like 1:20. So we'll see if anything happens. I mean, you can already tell it's a little bit less bright than what it would normally be. All right, a little bit past 1:30, and the solar eclipse is come and gone. I had no luck on the spoon. Just throwing it around some deeper water real quick, seeing if I can get a bite. Didn't work out though, so I switched over to the swim jig. It's a small profile swim jig, and I have a white packet chunk on the back of it. And the plan is going to be to come back through this bank that I fished coming in. I'm going to toss this swim jig in and around all of this flooded grass and flooded brush. That's how we caught fish number one, so it's a good idea, I think, to just go back one more time with a different bait and see if we can get fish number two. Beyond that, I think we're just going to try to take some of these soft plastics and just rig them up, Texas rigged, I think, and find some timber and just toss it around tight to cover. It's in the middle of the day, so that should be a good idea as well. So we'll try those two things, and if not, that's going to be it for today. All right, just kind of power fishing my way back here, making short casts, going right up along any bushes or submerged grass lines I can see. Not taking too long. Really happy to catch fish number one, but I want fish number two. Might be tough though. It's going on 2 o'clock now, middle of the day in August. Not an ideal time, but I've actually done well out here in the heat of the day before. And if you've watched our guide series recently, particularly the one about seasonal bass behavior, you'll know that bass really aren't any less active in the summer. In fact, they're pretty active in the summer. It's just that they're only active in short bursts. So summer fishing a lot of times is all about timing, just being there when they are active. All right, guys, we're about to wrap things up here. Got to try one more spot, but that's pretty much going to do it for our MTB slam attempt on this day of the solar eclipse. Had a lot of fun out here. Was able to catch one fish. It was a nice 3-pounder though. No other luck, but I was pretty impressed with the baits we got. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. As always, please check out Mystery Tackle Box. It's a fantastic service. I always recommend it. And they seem to keep getting better and better with time. So give them a shot if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.